Welcome to the Cheapskate's Guide to Affordable Boat Living. You won't get cheaper skates than us, because we are damn
cheap.
right cheap. I challenge anyone to be cheaper than us. So we're going to go through our list of things. They're all things that we do, things that we do to save money, and maybe some people will get something from it, but mostly you're going to be like, whoa, that's cheap. First point that we do is, for our monthly budget, we put the cash that we want to spend inside a pocket or an envelope, and then we try and only spend that money. It just helps us to stay within our budget.
Yeah, and similar to that, we keep our receipt, shopping receipt, in another envelope, and at the end of the month we can have a look how much we spend on food and other stuff. And that's just for you to keep an eye on how much you spend.
So what we do is we seek out the cheapest supermarkets, which in Europe anyway are Lidl and Aldi. You pretty much don't get cheaper than that.
I think they are not bad value and they are good
Quality.
price.
Good quality, good price.
Yeah.
And we always like walk the extra mile to get to them.
So that's another tip for you. If you want to save money, take bus 11.
What's bus 11?
Ding! Your legs. It's a good exercise, and it doesn't. You don't need to pay anything for it.
You can burn off the cheap chocolate that you buy.
Stop saying
What?
that.
What?
Cheap.
Cheap. What did the two birds say when they flew over Aldi?
Cheap.
This is our list, by the way, of the cheap. This is the official Cheapskate's Guide.
Yeah.
It's like the Bible of being a cheapskate. And we have lots of things in here to get through, such as stock up on stuff while you get to the cheap supermarkets. However, we did write this list before the lockdown. So now don't stockpile stuff. Be kind. Spread the love.
For us, the reason that we stock up is also because we're taking bus 11, so it's quite a walk most of the time, and we would like to take it as little as we can. And that leads to another tip, which is get a trolley style suitcase. Everything needs to have multiple toys. And multiple uses. So you can use that so it doesn't take up space on our cheap little boat.
Our suitcase that we use for going back to England or going to China is basically a wheelie suitcase, which you can use for doing the shopping run too.
Yeah.
Cheap tip.
Or carrying any heavy stuff.
Now let's see what else we have in here. Reusable rubbish bags.
Yeah.
Do you want to go show the reusable rubbish bags?
No, not now.
Shall we cut away to it?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll cut away to it.
Yeah.
So these are the reusable rubbish bags. Crisp packets. Crisp packets. This is one in use. This is one we made earlier. That's a muesli bag.
Yeah.
Don't waste money on plastic bin bags. You don't need them. You don't need them. Instead of Nutella, have you tried Nutoka? You don't have to buy the big brands. They do taste better though.
Instead of Milka, have you tried Mike?
Okay. The next cheap tip.
For us, because we don't have a fridge, so we rarely buy meat before. But now we've decided to not eat meat at all, so it wouldn't be a problem for us. And by not eating meat, it's a cheaper version.
It's much cheaper not to eat meat. You can get your nutrition from other things.
From plant-based proteins, so
But yeah,
good.
we could never keep it. We do buy fish like salmon, and then we kind of keep it in the bilge area. But then if you've seen our bilge area, we don't want it there for too long, especially if the packet's open. So yeah, less meat, less money. It's that easy.
And it's good for the environment too, and for the animals.
Yeah, don't eat those poor animals. They don't
They have
deserve it.
feelings.
They have feelings too, just like you and I. Don't drink and smoke so much. If you're smoking cigarettes, that's going to cost you a lot of money. If you're drinking alcohol, it's also going to cost you a lot of money. Not as much in France, because the wine's cheap.
Another one is don't buy pre-made sushi or cakes or pancakes. All these are very easy to make it by yourself, and if you just got the ingredients, they're so much cheaper than the pre-made ones.
And it usually tastes better as well.
Yeah.
We had sushi in a Parisian restaurant, and it cost, for two of us, it cost us about 50 euros. Whereas we can now eat about the same amount of sushi for about 10 euros.
Yeah.
It's can't compare the price.
Yeah.
Navionics instead of paper charts. I know people say you should have paper charts for everything, but Navionics, especially if you're cruising around and you're going from one place to another, I've said it in previous videos, I'll say it again, use Navionics to save you a bit of money. For the whole Europe, it's about £30.
For people who doesn't know what vegetable to get, look out for cheap promotion vegetables. You have a different variety every time, and it's cheap.
Yeah, buy what's on sale basically.
Yeah. And another thing is you can shop at night. Before the shop close, they will have a lot of things on sale.
I said this 2 videos ago, so I won't say too much, but DIY boat work, do it all yourself, save the money, don't pay someone who can do the exact same as you. Take advantage of cheap fuel rates. So in some places you can get red diesel with regular diesel. So it's 60-40, so 40 for heating and 60 for propulsion. But if you can, just get it, even if you're not heating it. It doesn't matter if you break the rules a little bit. I mean, yeah, and if you can get pure red diesel, alright, it's not legal, but do it. Do it. Save the money.
No.
Do it. You weren't bothered when we got that cheap red diesel, were
No,
you?
but there is a reason for it to not be legal.
To pay the taxes, to pay tax.
Is that the only reason?
Tax.
So there is no reason for the marine problems and stuff?
No, it's the same stuff, just with red dye in it.
Whoa.
So yeah, that might be a controversial point, because obviously you do want to pay your taxes to the country which you are buying the petrol or diesel. So let your conscience guide you on that one. But I would take the cheap red diesel. Alright.
And then give more food to the poor people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you can not buy things new, then go for that. Try and get things second hand. Some people have suggested, and I've seen as well in some marina bins, some pretty useful items such as fenders that are just a bit dirty that someone's thrown out. You can take those. Free fenders. 15 euros for one fender. So there's nothing wrong with doing a bit of bin dipping. Nope. Oh, the cat's just come in. Mate, you're in quarantine. You're in quarantine, mate. Another thing, you can start a YouTube channel and amazing people will send you stuff. For example, Ulf has sent us some mast steps for the mast, and also Dave obviously sent us the diesel heater, and then we're going to get some stuff from Ben too, and then we've got a bilge pump coming from Martin, so thank you very much.
And you can also give people who want the things that you don't want anymore, and this is how the community works. You
Keep
share
the
stuff.
cycle going.
Yeah.
For a bit of fun and for a bit of extra good old seafood, you can go foraging as well. So you can learn about the area, maybe you can get some clams. Also fishing as well if you're out on the sea, or if you know how to catch trout and salmon, then go ahead. But it's not too difficult usually to catch fish, especially mackerel. They are very, very easy to catch around the UK. Looking forward to seeing what the fishing is like in the Mediterranean. Can potentially get some tuna. That would be nice.
So before you throw something, think about what can you do with it. For example,
Old chickpea tin. That's now a plant pot. Old chickpea jar. Well, now you've just got yourself a sugar jar. Old rosé bottle. Well, you've just got yourself a water bottle with a glass topper. Also, lemonade. This one still kind of smells like rosé. We got this today from our friend David. There was originally rosé wine in it, but it's been drunk. Nadiana wanted a spatula which had holes in it, right? So I said, no, buy the cheap one for 30 pence and I'll cut holes in it. So, voila, there you have.
a £2.
A £2 spatula.
So a cheap and easy way to do your laundry is take off your clothes while you're showering and step on them while you're showering. And
so do you go in the shower with your clothes on
no,
and then wash them and then take them off?
no,
Oh,
you just take them off and then put them under your feet.
yeah, and you stamp on them like you're making wine out of grapes.
Yeah.
These buckets are filled with grapes.
So now we do our socks and our underpants and some t-shirts that way.
Yeah.
And it saves us a lot of money.
Never waste food. This is not only a cheapskate guide, but also I think it's a very good habit.
Buy what you need, cook what you need.
Cook what you need so you don't waste anything.
Yeah. Finally, the last point is cut your own hair, or in my case, grow it.
Yeah. Cut your own hair.
Or just grow it. You don't have to waste money getting your hair cut.
I mean, if everyone is like us, then there would be no jobs for anyone else.
Yeah.
So don't listen to us too much, but just pick what you need and what you think is good and do that.
And that's it. But we've both the Cheapskate's guide, the official Cheapskate's guide. There's a blank page. So let us know your money saving tips. I'm sure you've got loads, so it would be really nice to hear them. And then I guess for this Tuesday's video, that's it.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Zaijian. See you next time.
See ya.